Let the vengeance begin!
Howdy, howdy, TzuDevil here, and welcome to Game 1 of the playoffs in Shadow Online Gaming's tournament. I'm playing the Lizardmen versus the Greenskins against Janet on occasion. Links in the description to Shadow Online Gaming's channel and Janet on occasion's channel. Go and see them. They're both awesome guys, and this was a really fun game. So in my build here, I had a chance to sort of look at the build a little bit and sort of talk with my coach or work boss a little bit, and he really likes this structure of Mazdamundi and two Scarvets to try and snipe out the Lord and be ready for a double Ragnarok build. The Star Chamber Guardians sort of there to help protect Lord Mazdamundi. So, and then I really just have 5 Saurus warriors with shields. So each of these Scarvets have this cool ability called Plaque of Dominion. So you hit it and it's -8 leadership, and that's one of the problems. One of the things that makes this matchup really hard for the Greenskins is the leadership, because all these units cause fear and terror, and that Plaque of Dominion is an extra -8 leadership for 20 seconds. And then I just put a Potion of Strength on each of them so that I can go in there for a Lord Snipe. And then of course I've got Mazdamundi, and for his kit he has the Shield of the Old Ones, +8 leadership, plus 22% damage for 40-meter radius, which is really strong. He does have Apotheosis for the heals. He has Curse of the Midnight Wind, and this was really meant to help counteract Wa, so that my troops, my frontline Saurus, could hold up. And I've got Net of Amantok, so I can net Wurzag. I mean, he has Wurzag, you know, spoiler alert. That's about the only choice in this matchup, I think. Although I've seen Skarsnik as well. And I have the Sunburst Standard Hexawaddle for the 12% missile resist, +9 melee defense, and of course the Arcane Conduit. And he does have 15% physical resistance with his Star Chamber Guardians helping with that. And these Star Chamber Guardians, along with giving 15% physical resistance, they are unbreakable and do magic damage. So for Janet's army, he has this is such a cool army. He has a whole bunch of squigs. He has 8 units of squigs. So these squig herds here are, they are anti-infantry, but you're going to see when they're buffed up, they're pretty good. They are large and they have pretty decent mass. On the side, so he has 4 units of squigs in the front. That's 120 squigs here, and he has 4 units of Night Goblin Squig Hoppers on this side for even more. And they do have poison damage, and they all are armor piercing. And they only have 25 armor, but that's not really going to matter. For his backline range pressure, he has 3 units of Goblins Archers with the Rusty Arrows, and these Rusty Arrows are going to sunder the armor for 10 seconds with -30 armor, which are going to help these other Goblins do their job. And he has 2 Goblin just Space Spears to help protect that backline, as well as 2 Orc Big Guns. For his leadership, he has 2 Goblin Big Bosses, 1 on a Spider for the poison, and 1 on a Wolf for the speed. And he does have Wurzag, which is the only pick. And a Wurzag has Effigy to lock something down for 13 seconds. He does have Wa, 24% speed map wide, 18% charge bonus, 20 melee attack. Get back here for the leadership, 16 leadership, which is important for Greenskin factions. He does have Here We Go, 40 meters, 44 melee attack, very, very strong. And he has Brain Burst that's just to get his Bonewood Staff going, which gives an extra 13 melee attack and 18 charge bonus. And he also has a Squiggly Beast for the improved power recharge rate and power reserves. And, that is the leadership group. So we'll get this thing going right away. I'm just going to want to take a look at what he's got, and I'm going to want to start pushing forward. My idea is I just want to meet him at the front line, and I want to lock down Wurzag and then push my 2 Saurus Scarvets into Wurzag. So I'm just kind of looking. I'm not really sure what these squigs are. I mean, I obviously don't know the matchup. But I was expecting 2 Ragnarok Spiders, and that's not what we're getting here. So we're going to go in here. I'm already kind of have my eye on Wurzag. I see there are some Night Goblins here. I see him coming back, and as he comes back, I really want to get the attack order and get the Net of Amantok on him. So boom, we got the net of Amatok, and you can see my orders there's given. So he's going to be locked in place for about, I don't know how long. But basically, I've got my line across here going up against these squigs. And these guys are already rampaging, which is crazy. And my main group in here is going to come up against the squig herd. And I'm going to try and just get in here and snipe him out as fast as I can. So I'm going over here. And I'm coming through. I've got the Plaque of Dominion going already. But these freaking squigs just get right in the way. I cannot push through them. Now he's got the FGA to get on one of my Scarvets. And he's got the WA going. And he's going to get... yeah, he's got Plaque of Dominion. He's got WA going. And I can't actually get through here. So... he's actually going to get another thing going. So he's got everything coming in here. You can see he's coming in from the side, pulling everything in. I'm still trying to get through, and I cannot get through. This side of the lineup, you know, is just doing what it's doing. But these guys all have WA, and so they got that plus 44 melee attack. And now in comes the range. Now finally, I pushed through to get onto Wurzag. So I'm going to be able to start getting some shots in on him here. So I'm going to start doing some damage. But this guy is still stuck with FGA to get. And I do have shields of the old ones coming. So this is like a whole lot's going on here. I've broken this squig herd. I've got the Star Chamber Guardians here. These Saurus Warriors are fighting. They have shield of the old ones. These guys have WAB and Plaque of Dominion. And I'm pushing through with Lord Mazdamundi because I'm just trying to get through in there and get some damage on Wurzag. And he's going to keep on, like he's going to try and get Wurzag away. Now the net of Amatok is lost. I have routed these squig herds, so with the Plaque of Dominion active, those squig herds are going to have a hard time keeping their leadership, but I have not been able to get both of my Scarvets. This Scarvet has got Apotheosis. I am trying to heal him, but he is getting focused down by all of this range pressure. So a massive amount of range pressure coming in on him, and I have not been able to lock down this guy. And here we go. We got another... I think it's Here We Go. Not yet. So I'm still trying to push through. We got Goblins. Okay, so we've got Here We Go. Do we still have... no, we didn't get Here We Go and everything going, but we got the Bonewood Staff going, I think. And these Goblins, let's just want to see these Goblins. Come on, Goblins. Orc Biggins have 49... Orc Biggins have 95 melee attack. That is absolutely insane. And my Scarvet is just absolutely melting. And here goes Wurzag. I have not been able to get Wurzag. So over here, I mean, maybe not the greatest engagement. I have been able to route some of the stuff. We're fighting Orc Biggins, which will be just fine. But sort of in this blob, I have a Scarvet is already routed. I am trying to push after Wurzag, but he's juked me. I've got Curse of the Midnight Wind for the minus 26 melee attack. And now here's the problem with these frickin' Night Goblins. They're just going to chase off my Scar Veteran. So one of my sniping tools is completely gone. I'm trying to get around here with Mazdamundi. I want to get into the archers. So I'm going to push through and try and lock them down because they're putting a lot of pressure on my Scarvet. These Goblin Big Boss is hitting my Scarvet. So I'm trying to push everything back at least to get through these archers and sort of deal with this blob, and I'll be able to get Plaque of Dominion. Unfortunately, he is going to be able to escort my Scarvet all the way off this field. These guys are still fighting, but they're really on a 3v1. These guys are still fighting versus Night Goblin Squig Hoppers. Are going to do just fine, but really it's this pressure, this constant pressure from the Rusty Airs, from the Big Boss, from the Squig Hoppers on my Sour Scarvet. He's just focusing him down, and away goes Wurzag. So Wurzag is now completely safe. He's going to be able to just cast what he wants. Maybe he'll get a Brain Burst going, something to get the Bonewood Staff activated, and he's going to come around and stay pretty close. But here goes the Scarvet, and the Scarvet is just going to get escorted off by this Goblin Big Boss, and now I'm stuck fighting with just Mazdamundi. These Star Chamber Guardians are going to do fine against the Durkit Squig Hoppers, but, you know, at this point, these guys are routing, and they're going to get chased off. This Scarvet's routing. He's going to get chased off. I do have a Shield of the Old Ones to try and stop, but really it is essentially Mazdamundi versus the world. And now he can do okay if there's not, if Wurzag is not there, but you can see he's quickly getting routed, and that is the game. Very, very short. Very, very short. And quick. But a fun game. So this is something I absolutely didn't expect. I expected to double a Ragnarok, which is these Scar Veterans would be very, very strong against that build for the greenskins, and Janet brought something completely different with 8 squigs. And you saw these squigs completely mucked up my Scar Veteran. So very, very nice play with Wurzag and using the Effigy to get to really essentially counteract half my DPS versus Wurzag. And the Scar Vet got in late, so the Net of Amatok didn't hold him down. So we got 81 with Lord Mazdamundi. I mean, he had a lot of health left, but really he just got surrounded, and that was it. The Sour Scar Veterans, really just an outstanding job with the squigs. Here we go. Wah and Effigy to get shut down those 2 Sour Scar Vets. You know, the Sourest Warriors with shields, 13, 15, 29, 36, and 26. This is, you know, I guess it might have been better to bring Temple Guards or to go really wide with Skinks. Maybe that helps versus these Night Goblin Squig Hoppers, I don't know. But this build was really, really good. And then the Star Chamber Guardian, 100 kills, and they're really, really strong. And I mean, they're very, very good. Now, when I look at this, I guess Wurzag 2 kills, Goblin Big Boss is 0 and 0, but they did a fantastic job in holding down these Scarvets and putting pressure on them. 24, 1, and 53 with the Warlords boys. That is crazy. They got 53 kills with these Warlords boys. 86 with the Big Guns and 4. 2, 1, 2, and 2 with the 12 and 2 with the Rusty Airs, but that didn't matter. They were just putting constant leadership pressure and damage output onto the Scarvets. And these Squig Hoppers, 34, 39, 2, 39, 3, 24, 4, and 0. They were just amazing. They put poison on everything, and they made it so my Scar Veterans couldn't move through the line. Like a fantastic concept and really, really good execution, which I mean is to be expected as Jen on occasion. So anyways, you know, of course there's a million things I could have done. We were talking after the game, and you know, I know my coach likes a bit of a different build. He likes a leadership structure, but he likes to go really wide with Skinks and just really control, which would have been better in this case, obviously. And there's a lot of different ways I could have played this build. But as I was talking to Janet, I'm like, you know, this is the only time I'm ever going to play this build. It is not. It is irrelevant after this game. I will never play this build again. The chances of this, I'm playing this tournament again, but the chances of getting Lizardmen versus Greenskins is pretty low. But you know, a really fun game, and I absolutely loved the concept because you know, as Janet was talking about after the game, you know, Squigs are anti-infantry, but it's not going to matter when they have plus 44 melee attack from Here We Go, plus 20 melee attack from Wah, and plus 13 melee attack from the Bonewood Staff. I mean, essentially, you're getting, you know, 70 melee attack. So they're going to be able to hit stuff. And they are armor piercing, so they did a really good job of just mucking things up. So great fun game. I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. You know, I mean, this is not really my thing to play other factions, but I do it for this tournament, and I really tried hard. Like, this was me try hard. This was as hard as I could try. I played this a game a couple of times with my coach Aurora Boss. I looked online for builds and ideas, and I played. I did a bunch of testing to see how things would be able to hold up. And I mean, this is you know, I don't play these guys much, but I really did try my very best with these Lizardmen build and execution. Just didn't do it today. So anyways, would love to hear from you in the comments. With that said, I hope you found that interesting, and I will see you soon.